Today, we are proud to hear from someone who has consistently demonstrated excellence and lived out the values that the UAGS has been instilling in the minds and hearts of its pupils. Let us welcome the most outstanding assumptionist for this academic year, Fatima Grace F. Sobolino, as she shares her graduation message on behalf of her fellow graduates.
A blessed morning, everyone. To our dear administrators, Reverend Father Oliver G. Yalung, UA President, Reverend Father Victor Nicomedes Estikdao, Vice President for Administration, Dr. Arnel D. Sikat, Vice President for Academic Affairs, Dr. Crizel Ann C. Pangilinan, Vice President for Finance, Mrs. Maria Jennifer D. Gonzalez, Principal, PTC officers, parents, teachers, friends, classmates, batchmates, ladies and gentlemen. This moment feels like a dream, but not the kind where you float on clouds with butterflies and confetti. It's the kind of dream that comes after a long sleepless night full of questions like, did I submit the right file? Was there a project due today? When is the deadline? Is there a quiz tomorrow? Am I ready to go to school? Today, I don't stand here as the best. Honestly, I'm far from it. I stand here as someone who got through hard days, silly mistakes, laggy Wi-Fi, and lots of self-doubt. I stand here because of all the people around me. I wouldn't be here without your love, patience, and sacrifices. So, this moment, this magic, it's not just mine, it's ours. But we all know this magic didn't come easy. Do you remember our first online class? Our classrooms became bedrooms. Our uniforms were half formal. Uniform on top, pajamas underneath. Our teachers turned into floating heads in tiny boxes. And our classmates just muted squares, sometimes with random filtered background and wallpapers. I remember one day when I raised my hand for what felt like an eternity on Google Meet. No one noticed. Am I invisible or just lagging again? To our parents, mommy, daddy, nanay, tatay, inay, itay, papa, mama, you are the real heroes of this story. You worried in silence, worked without rest, and gave without asking in return. You stayed with us. You tried to help us, even when the lessons were too complex or confusing. You encouraged us when we were close to giving up. And now you're here, smiling, cheering, holding back tears. This medal, this moment, it's not just ours, it's yours. May I request my dear parents, Daddy Sonny, and Mommy Christine to stand. My gratitude for being my quiet cheerleaders, Thanks also, Ate Cheska and Ate Faith, my siblings. You were never on stage, but you were always behind the scenes. I love you all. To the funny, dramatic, and nerve-wracking memories at UAGS. Who can forget when Teacher Edwin said, "Get 1/4 sheet of paper"? That line caused more panic than any horror movie. And somehow, I never had a 1/4 sheet. Thank you to the heroes who always brought extra. Plus 10 points to you. And let's not forget the dreaded question, who are the cleaners today? You knew trouble was coming when you heard that one. Teacher Mai, thank you po for the lessons you taught us, both inside and outside the classroom. Your motherly affection, support, patience, and discipline instilled in us will stay as we move forward to our next journey. To our grade 6 advisors, Teacher Jenny of the 6th Democracy, Teacher SP of the 6th Fortitude, and Teacher Mai of the 6th Patriotism, thank you for making a difference in our lives, for the times we shared and the comfort you've given us. Thank you for being our moms in school. To our subject teachers and former teachers who journeyed with us, you didn't just teach us lessons from textbooks. You taught us to become biyasa, magana ka, and mayap. You stood with us even when we have little faith in ourselves. For that, we are forever grateful. To my CCO and campaign advisors, Teacher Sian, Teacher Klein, and Teacher Edwin, thank you for believing in me, especially when I didn't believe in myself. I was shy, quiet, and unsure, and yet you saw something in me that I couldn't even see. I remember thinking, why me? When I won as a Children's Council president. But now I know it was because he believed I can do it. And I did, slowly but surely. To our academic team coaches, thank you for your support through the hardest of times, for generously sharing your knowledge, your ideas, and especially your time. To the academic team members, my investigatory research group mates, and fellow Children's Council officers, thank you for the teamwork and support, for the laughter, patience, and beautiful memories you have shared together. Your presence made this journey unforgettable. To my best friend since preschool, Yana, and to all my friends, thank you for filling my days with genuine love and unwavering support. To everyone, the guards, the food court, and forerunner staff, thank you po. And to our loved ones who have gone ahead, my beloved lolas, and to those who couldn't be with us today, this moment is for you too. I also want to honor someone who isn't physically here, but will always be part of my journey. She guided me with warmth from my very first day at UAGS and stood by me until her last days during the Gawad Anak OFW. Thank you po, Teacher Kathy. You are deeply missed. And above all, I thank God, whose grace and unending love carried us through every struggle and brought us to this very moment. And to our dearest Mama Mary, thank you for your presence and intercession. UAGS has not only shaped us for academic excellence, but also through charism-based core values, teaching us to lead, serve, and love with purpose. Indeed, the home of the achievers, where everyone matters. Dear batchmates, this is our story. Today, we look back with gratitude and full hearts. Tomorrow, we walk forward with hope, courage, and love. My fellow graduates, congratulations! This isn't the end. This is just our first plot twist. We're stepping into the next chapter, not knowing exactly what lies ahead. We've been shaped by struggles, strengthened by support, and sharpened by experience. If the next twist brings challenges, then bring it on. We know how to adapt, rise, and thrive. We are taught to become biyasa, maganaka, and mayap. Grateful we are, for we are nurtured by faith, inspired by hope, and committed to transformation. Thank you, UAGS. This isn't goodbye. This is a new beginning. Hail Assumption!
Thank you for that inspiring message, Fatima Grace.